Hello and welcome to another update video about IOTA. IOTA, a project that I really find very interesting. In one of my last videos, I talked about the possibility to early next year to start staking your IOTA coins in the Firefly wallet. All you need to do is to put your IOTA or MIOTA, it's the name of the coin, into their own wallet, which is the Firefly wallet, and then you can begin staking, I think in the new year. So that will create, I think, a lot of traffic and so on and make IOTA more popular. It's a great IoT project with a lot of partners. In my last video, I gave you a target level for the next move, which is down here, which is my primary scenario. Bear in mind, as always, there are two scenarios, so it doesn't really matter if I'm right or wrong. What matters is that for each scenario you're prepared. And that is why I tend to give you not only one scenario, I give you a slightly bearish scenario and a more bullish scenario. And then when we cross certain lines, you can get an idea of where we might be heading with a higher probability. I also talk about what I think is the more likely one. That's all you can do as a technical analyst. There is nothing else that you can do because nobody has a crystal ball and there is never only one scenario. Again, it's my opinion, no financial advice. Two scenarios I'm going to give you, a sort of not bearish really, but a bullish and a less bullish scenario. A bullish and a very bullish scenario, I would say. Okay, so we are taking a look here at the Elliott wave count. In my view, what this up here was, that high of around $2, $2.10, that was the beginning of a larger wave 1. And I expect us now to be in a correction in a wave 2. So if we're in a wave 2 correction where we would come down based on the Fibonacci target levels, based on the Elliott wave method, we would come down into this target range ideally. Now this would also then be, basically the peak or the low of wave 2. In a wave 2, you have normally a 3-wave pattern. So you have an A, B, and a C correction. So, well, not your A, B, C correction, but the ABC correction basically, which is a 3-part wave structure. And to show you what that means is you come down in a wave A, you have the counter move in a wave B, which goes to the top, and then you come down even lower than the wave C, than the wave A in a wave C. And that would take us exactly into the yellow target range. Reason for having that target range that low, even though, for example, the most important fib level is here at 115, the 0.618 fib level. Well, the reason for having it that low is just purely because we have come down quite far already in the wave A. So you have to come down even lower in the wave C, otherwise it would not be a valid structure. So that is what we have to assume here if we apply the Elliott wave method. That would be also then the low of wave 2, after which I would expect a strong move to the upside in a wave 3. The wave 3 is oftentimes the longest wave, the strongest and the longest, and that would take us to levels above $2. Now, this is what I think. Also, we can, to confirm that, we have also something that is called I think an Elliott wave range or triangle. And if we take a look at that, that is the same pattern that we had on the Cardano chart that I showed you before. We had a move down on the Cardano chart, and I think we have the same pattern here. So you have basically, from down there, you have an A and a B and a C and a D and an E, right? What does that mean? You normally come out of that range opposite of the wave E. That is exactly what we did with Cardano as well. And I showed it to you before it happened and it was spot on. And I think this one could work out the same way. You have that A, B, C, D, E, and now you are preparing for a move outside of that range, which is currently sitting between 115 and 151. That is that range. What I need to add, a wave E oftentimes overshoots wave A and C, so it's textbook. The wave E did overshoot wave A and C, so we've come up here. This is also where I took profits. I told the channel members, I think it was around 150. I took some profits. Glad I did, because after that we came down already, and I plan to add more to my portfolio should we really add or come down into this area. There is obviously a chance that we find support here at the 0.618 fib level and that we don't come lower. In that case, I would expect a breakout to the upside. But if that breakout happens, well, to do that, first of all, we need to hold here the 0.618 fib level at 115. If we hold that, we have to get to a breakout above 176. That would then be, for me, a very, very likely confirmation. And I mentioned that 176 level in the last video, that we continue to break out directly to the upside, and that would be an immediate bullish scenario. Okay, that would take us then already to the $2, and I would have to reapply here wave count. But overall, primarily, I would expect us to come down into this target range here, between the check which level that is, the 0.786 and the 0.887 Fibonacci retracement level from that beginning of that wave 1. Overall then, if we break out to above 176, which I don't see is very likely, because first of all, I think we are in an ABC correction. Also, you have this ABCDE pattern, which is normally coming down from here. Overall, it's looking like that we are in an uptrend, but I rather believe we are in this pattern and we're actually correcting, and we are currently waiting for that move down into the target box. So let's see if that is going to play out. Generally, I'm still bullish on IOTA anyway, because all of this, what is this? This is just a correction within a larger bullish impulsive move to the upside. So even if we come down below $1, I know that is when people will start to panic, but it is actually what is expected. And yeah, let's see if that plays out. Very exciting. Try to be very specific here to tell you the target levels. And I gave you 2 scenarios. So understand, if we break below 115, this here is becoming much, much more likely. Then we'll get into the target area here. If we break above 176, then we will see prices, in my view, above $2, possibly even above $2.50. So you've got the all-time high there. Actually here on Binance of 274. For some reason, the all-time highs for IOTA differ greatly on different exchanges. I don't really know what that is and why that is. Also, I found a IOTA tethered chart, which differed greatly from the IOTA USD chart, but I chose for this analysis to use the IOTA USD chart because I think it has the most, well, volume, traffic, whatever. So let's see. On Binance, by the way. So yeah, this is my analysis of IOTA. Generally, also taking a quick look here on the indicators, we can see that we actually on the 4-hour chart have some buy signals here. Basically, we found another low here. We found support at the 0.5 fib level at 133, and it looks like we are on our way up now. Also here on the RSI on the daily, we are in the bullish range. And let's take a look here at the MACD. The MACD is actually giving us here potentially very shortly a sell signal. So let's see if that is really what could trigger that sell-off down into the yellow area. Don't think that will happen very, very quickly. It will take a while because it's quite a bit of a distance to trigger here to get through. So from 140 down to 90 cents is quite a lot. So yeah, obviously when we come down, should we come down really into that area, which doesn't, to be honest, just looking at the chart doesn't look very likely. So you have to look a bit deeper and get an understanding of the counts. If we get below the level of 115, which is obviously the first support level we need to get beyond or below, then we will find support certainly at 90 cents here. That's the 0.786 level. So it could be enough to just touch it, before we then continue to move up again. Or we go deeper into the range. We could go down as low as 75 cents. So that was my understanding and my analysis of the IOTA chart. Hope you liked that update video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.